All right, welcome. Today we are going to be finding a whole bunch of information and writing equations for linear situations. So we're going to be given some fairly simple story problems and we have to determine a bunch of stuff. Okay, so it says for each situation below, graph the relationship. Be certain to make sure that we label the axes. If there's not numbering on them, then you're also going to have to figure out the best scale for the axes. Then you're going to find the y-intercept. Actually, that's the f of x intercept. The rate of change, which is a fancy way of saying slope. The equation, we're putting it in the form y equals mx plus b, or f of x in this case. And what does the f of x intercept mean in context of our story? Okay, so here, number one, a toy company sold 17,000 stuffed animals in 1995. They have seen an increase of 900 stuffed animals per year. So the f of x intercept, that is our starting point. So if we did 17,000 and then we're doing an increase of 900, we know that our rate of change, this is also the slope, if you want to think of it that way, that is 900, and our f of x intercept is what our starting sales were. Okay, so our, oh my goodness, I missed all these in editing. So f of x intercept means in context of this situation, well, that represents the 17,000 stuffed animals sold in 1995. Our equation, f of x equals 900x plus 17,000. Let's graph it. Our x represents years since 1995. And this y or f of x axis is stuffed animals sold. Okay, and you don't have to graph all the points. Let's see, we start here at 17,000. We're going up by about 900, so that's close. Maybe about right there. And then it just increases from there. So we could grab a ruler, straight line. There we go. Okay, it gives us a good representation, helps us figure out what's happening. So there we go. Next one, renting a canoe costs $10 for the paperwork, and then there's an additional fee for $28 per day. So what this does for us is a lot of times you're going to have to, like when you're renting something, you pay an upfront either paperwork fee, insurance, extra stuff before you actually get to take it out. Take, whatever you're doing. Sometimes there's a deposit required and then additional stuff like that. So this is a really common thing that happens in real life. Okay, so again, our paperwork, that before we take our canoe out at all, we pay $10. Okay, our rate of change is that 28. I know it's our rate of change because it says per. Per is a great way to keep track of if it is a rate. Equation would be f of x equals 28x plus 10. So our x-axis represents the day that we're going to rent, or the number of days, and then our cost is going to be what our f of x axis represents. So we started with 10 and then we went up $28 a day. So if we took 10 and we added 28 to that, that would give us 38. So about there. And then it just rises from there depending on how long you rent that canoe for. Okay, what does our y-intercept, again, f of x intercept, represent in context? Well, we have to say what it is. It's $10 upfront fee. Okay, or the paperwork fee, whatever you want to call it, but it's the money that we start with that we have to pay first. It's our starting, beginning stuff. Okay, turn the page. And here it says, use the situation to answer the following questions. And you can answer these in any order, whatever makes the most sense for you. But it says, what is the rate of change or the slope, the f of x or y-intercept, and what does it mean in context? We're going to write the equation, the linear equation. We have to decide if it's increasing or decreasing and how we know. We're going to be graphing. And then we're going to find f of 4, and then what does that represent? And then we have to find the domain and range. So there's quite a few things that we have to find with this particular situation. Here we go. A baby narwhal is 1 meter in length at birth and grows a half a meter in length each year. An adult narwhal is 6 meters in length. So the slope is the thing that's changing, right? So it's growing, so a half would be our slope or our rate of change. The f of x-intercept, so that's how, that would be 1, because the narwhal is 1 meter at birth. Okay, so its beginning length is 1 meter. Our function, f of x equals 1/2 x plus 1. It is increasing because the narwhal is growing. Okay. Sketch the function. So our x-axis should represent the years, and our y-axis is our length. Okay, so at year 0, when that baby is born, it is 1 meter in length, and it grows half a meter a year. Okay, so that means it grows 1 meter every 2 years. So graphing wise, I'm going to count by 2s basically on my x-axis. Or what am I doing? Let's see. I'm having a hard time seeing this. Sorry. I'm erasing those points. Okay, so if I go by 2, we're up 1. Go by 2, we're up another 1. Go by 2. There we go. Go by 2, we're at half. And 2 more, we're at half. And that's where my length is 6. So it said that the narwhal is 6 meters when it's full grown. So we can stop right there. Okay, this is continuous because that narwhal is continuing to grow every year. So that's what our graph would look like. So f of 4, we're going to go when x is 4, what's our y value? So when x is 4, our y value is 3. Okay, so f of 4 equals 3, and that means that the narwhal is 3 meters long when it is 4 years old. Okay, the domain is our years. So how long is that narwhal growing? Well, year 0, it reached 6 meters at year 10. So our domain would be from 0 to 10. Our range, well, it started 1 meter in length and it ended at 6 meters in length. All right, good luck.